What's up, Wii fans? Greg Miller here. I know you're probably not used to hearing me talk about Wii games. I mean, I am a PlayStation editor after all. Yes, everything's crazy town over here. We're talking about the dead rising from the grave. PlayStation editors reviewing Wii games. Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria. Anyway, you may have figured out from that little tirade, I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. Most of IGN's coverage has been about the PlayStation 3 and 360 versions of the game, but the Wii should not be overlooked at all. Don't think that this is a crappy side story. It's the same tale as the other versions, with the same great dialogue in the original cast. The Wii version does get some additional lines, but it's pretty much the same hijinks about Gozerian artifacts making life tough. It's good to see the boys back together again.
Let's just say we're about to get real busy.
And that is not the fun kind of getting busy, is it, Rick?
Would it kill him to mix in a green salad once in a while?
The first thing that you'll notice when you pop this baby in is that the graphics are super stylized and cartoony. I actually like this change. It's a much better decision than trying to cram super realistic graphics onto the Wii. The whole thing actually reminds me of the old cartoon series, and that's always a good thing. Unfortunately, some of the textures need work, and it can look a little fuzzy at times, but thankfully there's still a ton of destructibility in the environments, just like on the 360 and PS3 versions. There are a few presentation quirks in the Wii. In this version, you can actually choose to be a guy or a girl. It's good to have a choice, right? However, even when you choose the girl, once in a while you're going to get called he.
It means he gets to carry around a bunch of untested, extremely dangerous hardware that, if not handled correctly, could blow him somewhere into New Jersey.
Overall, the game has a very movie-like or cartoon-like quality to it, and the voice acting's pretty good. So ghostbusting in the Wiimote seemed like a match made in heaven, and for the most part it is. Zapping and trapping with the motion controls is very fun, but wrangling can be a little bit annoying. You see, on the PS3 and 360 you had to whittle away at a ghost health bar until it was in the red, then use your sticks to guide the ghost into the trap with the capture game. On the Wii, you have to weaken the ghost and then capture it in a Simon Says minigame. You wait for an arrow prompt that tells you to fling the Wiimote in one direction, then do it in the next direction, then do it in another direction, and finally you can get the guy in a trap. I found this part of the combat system to be too drawn out, and it takes you out of the game. Another problem that I had is that your point of view is tied to the Wiimote. Now this is a matter of preference, but I don't always like having to point the Wiimote at the screen. I mean, I'd finish wrangling a ghost and all of a sudden the camera would swing around after a cutscene and be all crazy. Matt actually likes how the camera works here, and I know a lot of commenters on the boards agreed, so like I said, it's a matter of opinion. In terms of multiplayer, there's some good news, bad news, and worse news. The good news is that the entire campaign can be played split-screened with a friend. This is something unique to the Wii and is a great idea. The only problem is that the frame rate takes a hit, and that's the bad news. The worst news is that there's no other multiplayer mode like the other versions have. Those modes were serious fun, so it's sad to see that they couldn't make it on the Wii.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say...
Let me guess. It's a 7.
Let's just say we're about to get real busy.
Ghostbusters is a fun game on the Wii, and it's great to see a title that isn't just a watered-down port. It's an enjoyable experience that fans will like, but a few gameplay and presentation quirks hold it back just a little. But if the Wii is your preferred system, motion-controlled busting will make you feel good. For the full written review, check out IGN.com. Close on top.